Welcome everybody to PATCHCAST. In this video, we're going to be discussing the patch 2605 tier list, in which that we're going to be ranking all mid lane champions for high elo and low elo. With me today is AJ, a challenger NA player, multi-seasonal, incredibly good at the game, and I'm representing EU West. And there's been quite a few changes for first stand. Riot Games have been hitting some champs that, in my opinion, didn't necessarily need a nerf, Azir. And we're going to be ranking what these champions are all about. And let's jump straight into the play.
Let's start with them.
Azir. What does this nerf mean for this champion?
Yeah, so the problem with Azir, at least in competitive, right? So from their point of view, is how easy it is for him to kind of escape lane, especially with the season 16 changes, with the reset timings and stuff. So I think this change is supposed to make him a little bit more vulnerable, right? Like you play Taliyah Vi. Obviously, Taliyah's getting nerfed, which we'll talk about. But you play Taliyah Vi, he should die, right, if you combo him. But a lot of times you notice he barely survives. So, like, by level 6, this is what? Like, 50 HP? That's auto attack, right? Yeah. That's going to make a big difference. This is quite a hefty nerf because he doesn't build HP really. Like, you can build Ryze, but nowadays he doesn't really build it that much. So, yeah, that's a straight durability nerf on a champ that needs durability to get his damage off.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is going to good Azir, right? Azir is fucking dead. He was already really weak, but now he's absolutely good at dog shit tier. What do you
Probably
think?
literally, unironically, the worst champion to play for solo queue. Like, no joke.
Yep.
There's not a worse champ.
So, if you're an Azir player, of course it sucks.
Just wait a patch.
Wait a patch, they're going to buff him back up. And I think that this nerf that they're doing right here may actually be benefiting you Azir players in the future. Why? This was actually a pretty big deal for Azir players, right? This HP per level. Azir would actually be rocking up an insane high amount of base HP in the mid game, allowing him to side lane, and therefore his damage numbers were always a little bit unique to balance because he was also just really hard to kill in the side lane because of his high HP. Maybe the fact that he's now a bit squishier opens him up to be buffed in different ways. Maybe give him 5 move speed back. Please give him 5 move speed back.
Yeah.
Maybe they can shift some AP ratios again. What would you do to buff Azir back up?
Yeah, so what needs to happen is they need to buff things that don't make it overwhelming in pro play. So I think the problem with move speed is that's going to be a little too OP for pro play.
Yeah. So
maybe something like that's tough. Maybe like, I don't know, health regen or something, but that might buff pro play too. I don't know. It's hard to say because this is the problem. Like anything that buffs solo queue is gonna buff pro play. Like you buff his AP ratio, he's gonna become complete god in pro play. You buff his base stats, his laning is too good for pro play. It's hard. It's because like the season 16 changes really benefit him a lot. Like that's the problem, like systematically. So that's a tough one actually. Right? Do not have an easy position. Maybe like Q AP ratio or something. Because people spam Q on him in solo queue. That's the only thing I can think of. Is like maybe buff his Q AP ratio.
Yeah, that could be an interesting one. Have you heard what Chovy said? Chovy said that he doesn't think Azir is OP right now.
Really? Interesting. Yeah, I actually saw that in Genji versus FearX. They weren't prioing him that much.
Yeah. Chovy said Azir is bad and he's not been playing him. It's like all the other regions have been blind picking this champ on cooldown, but Chovy says he's ass.
That's fascinating because I think they actually let him. They let in FearX, what was it, Viktor? They let him play Azir. He just picked any out of all champs. He annihilated him. Like he destroyed Viktor. You should watch that game. He annihilated him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So maybe he is actually not that OP already, and they're nerfing him. So
maybe they figured it out. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe Genji cracked the code.
Genji is, by the way, guys, Genji's gonna fucking destroy.
Literally the best team by like miles. Like not even close. Yeah.
Exciting to watch. Okay, Azir, dog shit. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Next up on the chopping block is Oriana.
Yep.
They're changing her Q cooldown from 6 to 7 in the early game. That's a unbelievably funny joke.
I cannot believe they nerfed her Q by 1 second.
No, they nerfed it by 1 second indeed. And this is actually a really big deal for early game because not only level 1 is going to be higher cooldown, level 2 is also going to be slightly higher because now the timing, of course, on the other levels slightly goes down. This is now comparable to a Zinra Q, by the way. This completely shifts and warps the matchup. Insanity. Complete insanity. What do you think when you see this?
I'm shocked because they never touch Ori's Q cooldown. How long has it been? 6 seconds. Like since she's been like If we go look at her like balances, it's probably never been changed, right, or like rarely ever changed. So I'm shocked that they're nerfing her because her Q enables her W and to a certain extent her E as well. Like enables all of her spells, right? So early lane nerfing your Q is like that is an because that's what like a 20% nerf at level 1 in terms of output or something like that.
I'm no maths guy. I think it's 15.
I'm no math
maybe.
guy. Yeah, but something crazy like that. Like your output is like reduced, and because Ori's other abilities revolve off your Q, it's like even more than that. Because you misplace your ball, it's harder to reposition it now. And yeah, I don't know. I think they should have nerfed her in a different way. I think this is an insanely big. Maybe because this is definitely a higher elo skewed nerf, right?
Yeah,
Where
completely.
laning is so like for Masters Plus, this brings her down a lot in my opinion. But lower than that, not as much. That's how I see
You
it.
have to also view it from a different perspective because there is also a possibility where low elo Orianas are now going to misplace the ball and then they can't fix it because the ball is not on cooldown.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a massive nerf, like completely massive. This shapes the
brings
matchups
her
of
down a lot, in my
Viktor,
opinion. Yeah,
Syndra, completely shapes the matchups in a different light. This 1 second matters so much in a mage v mage matchup.
Yeah.
Hey, as a non-Ori player, I'm not gonna lie, great job, Ryze. Keep it up.
Me too.
Oh, that's gonna make my Syndra matchup so much easier. Yeah, she was an S+, right? I think that she's probably still gonna be decent, but I definitely think she's out of S+ territory
I agree.
right now.
I'm like comparing her to because I definitely think out of all the mages now, Viktor's definitely the best.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely the best. So my question is, do you think she's still in the same power level as Viktor, just a little weaker, or is she like Syndra level now?
Nah, I think the Syndra nerfs hit her, man. She skills up after the nerfs, you know? The timing's still the same. I think she's better than Syndra.
Okay.
I think that she's low
still
S
like
tier.
S tier. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I would put her here.
Yep.
I would put her here.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. We have Taliyah coming up next, and this is a pretty interesting change. Also, of course, pro play.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah. And what they're changing is Q per rock base damage goes down by 5, and the damage for the jungle goes up. Whatever. What we care about is, of course, the base damage per rock on mid lane. And this is actually a pretty big deal because...
That's a 10% nerf on her Q, level 1.
It's 10%?
Yeah.
On level 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, on level 1 it is. Yeah.
That is ridiculous. A 10% nerf on an ability at level 1 is insane.
Yeah, you also keep in mind that it's per rock base damage, right?
Exactly.
And I think the subsequent rocks deal less damage already, but it hits with multiple rocks, and that means that the damage actually spreads out quite a bit. Now, Taliyah was pretty damn good.
Very good, yeah.
What do you think of this change? We had her in S+. Do you think she's still S+?
Okay.
What's going to be mine?
So my thoughts, the first thing that comes to my mind is, has this changed her hard matchups? Because the way she escapes the hard lanes is you ignore them and you one-shot the wave and then you base for tier, right? So I'm wondering in my head, like Viktor versus Taliyah, are you going to be able to have enough damage to push that wave in and reset? Or are you going to be, or are you just barely not going to have enough where Viktor can kind of play the wave how he wants to play and then you're trapped? So that's the question. I think maybe she can still do it. You just have to be a little bit more precise. But this definitely brings her down a level, especially with the phasers nerfs 2 patches ago. That combination for solo queue definitely hurts her a lot, in my opinion.
She's been hit, dude. This champ's been hit.
A lot.
Literally hit.
I never seen her buff. It's been only nerfs for like the past year or something, or 2 years.
Long time. Yeah. Exactly. And I honestly think that if you look at Taliyah's damage output, where does her damage come from? A big part is her Q, guys.
That's from the Qs.
She also doesn't buy crazy numbers of AP, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the time she goes like the Ryze or the Leandries or one of those base damage stat increase items as well. So this hits her really hard because it's her main spell. But she's been annoying, dude. I've versed a few of Taliyah. She's just spamming Q. There's no cooldown on this spell.
Yeah.
I think it hits her. Because of the fact that she's so Q reliant, I think she is dropping out of S+.
I think so too. She might even drop 2 tiers. So the more I think about it, like all of her damage is her Q. Like that's literally her WE is like, yeah, it's okay, but it's more zone control, you know? Like you're not using it for damage or for trades. So it's like your champ is a 1 ability champion, right?
Yeah.
And it's getting hit. And phase rush nerfs means that like you can't really go full damage, because I think Freak said that he wants her to be like a burst champ, So they're trying to push her in that, but it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So
Yeah.
I think she gets hit a lot. She might even be like bottom of A in my opinion.
Bottom A? Oh, I think that's a bit low.
Really?
Yeah. If I look,
you think she's similar in power to TF?
Yeah, I think she can. I think she can still keep up for sure.
Interesting, because I think like Gunblade TF has been pretty ridiculous recently.
Gunblade TF? I've not seen a single Gunblade.
Really,
TF.
I seen Paul Belter spam Gunblade TF. He's been
really?
Yeah.
All right, let's do some investigation here, boys.
Let's see. Am I cooked or not? Yeah, let's see.
Let's remove all the noise.
Let's see. Is it shit or what?
Hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Dude, because you are on top of somebody, you Gunblade them, and then you gold card them, and they're literally one-shotted.
Yeah, it's pretty unskilled actually as well. He doesn't mind the attack damage because he can hit.
He can auto attack a lot. Yeah,
I can see it. This item is also pretty bullshit.
This item is just OP. Yeah,
I don't like TF. I think TF is
really
unhealthy. Nah, I think he's unhealthy. Yeah, I think he's fucked up. Yeah. It's just how good is your communication most of the time, because he's gonna get opportunities with his build. He builds defensive, stat checks you in lane. You've got this small window of opportunity. It's a very interesting champion.
Yeah, right.
But enough yapping about TF. Taliyah, A tier. Pretty happy with it?
I'm happy with A. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. Next up, we're gonna do Mell, but I've not still seen a single game of Mell. And we put Mell in C tier beforehand, but I'm gonna let you take this one away, AJ. You've got Mell experience.
Yeah, so I actually really like Mell right now. I've been playing her a lot bot lane, obviously the mid-lane tier list, but I also been playing her mid in the right matchup. She is really, really, really like, how do I say? She plays like an artillery mage a little bit more now, right? Because instead of trying to like fish for the full Q, you just tap them with the Q. And then that big burst actually feels really satisfying. The wave clear feels really good. And you're really punchy. Like, I don't know if you remember when Mell was really OP that one patch, where you just land one EQ, R, and they're one-shotted. That's current Mell, actually, with the Q changes and the E buffs. And this is before these buffs, right? And the build right now I've been going Ludens into Crypt Bloom and like Sorks and like Rabadons. And just full
Ludens?
And just full
BFT?
No, because you tap them with the Q with Arcane with the Ludens, and it does a really nice amount of burst, and it feels really quite nice, honestly.
You know how rare this is, that Ludens has better win rate than BFT.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what
this item is just objectively worse.
Yeah,
it's just better.
But that's what I mean. It's like you get such a punchy feel with the Ludens Q, and then what happens is like it's actually really hard for champs to all in you because you have so much burst that you reflect, you E, and then you R, and you one tap a squishy. And I've played so many games where I'm just literally 100 to 0. Like I probably could find a clip, but like I have so many examples of me really just 100 to 0ing somebody with just one combo with her. And this is before these buffs. And these are all base damage buffs, which improve the Shadow Flame build, right? Because you're building Magic Pen, which obviously benefits with base damage increases. So yeah, I think she's already good. So I think this is insanely good buffs, in my opinion, for her.
Editor will put in a clip of Mell one shot right here.
Exactly.
Boom. Amazing. Okay, so what do we think about the actual tier of her? When you see these buffs, what does this Q damage per additional bolt even mean for the people that don't understand it?
So what this means is that your poke is not increasing, but if somebody gets in your range and you land your EQ combo, your damage is skyrocketing from this, right? Because they're rooted from your E and you're hitting them with the Q. So your matchup against Yone or like Yasuo goes up a ton, or like another melee like Akali, which is what she usually struggles with against anyway, right? So this is like that's where the damage is coming in from. So in terms of where this increases her, I think we had her in C before, more of a counter pick. I think this brings her up to B or low A because she's gonna fare a lot better on these harder matchups now because of how much base damage she's getting. And I already thought she was good. Like I'm already playing her in my games and having actually a lot of success with her.
Okay. Give it your best guess. Low A or B?
I'm going to say low A. I'm pretty happy with low A. Yeah.
Low A. Love it. Yeah. Okay, great. And when it comes to Mell's sustainability, how do you feel playing her? Is she sustainable? Is this going to be the direction that Riot's going to take it, or is this fucked up still?
I think this buff is going to fuck her up. People are going to complain she's going to be nerfed again. I'm calling it again. Like anytime they buff her R and her burst, it's completely unfun to play against because you instantly die to her. She lands 1E and you're dead. It's like, imagine playing against Zoe, but then your champ has a reflect as well. Right? That's what it feels like. It's like you walk up, you get hit by your E, you're one-shotted. It's like, okay, cool, right?
Okay, so what would you do then? Would you even buff the champ, or would you just keep it there?
They need to change her to be more of a CDR-based champion. Make it so she needs to buy a lot of haste. Make it so she needs to buy Archangels, I think, and buy a lot of haste for her to function. So increase the cooldown of her W, so you're forced to buy haste. Maybe lower her AP ratios, increase her base damage, get her into like a Leandry's Archangels type of build. I think that'll be a lot more healthy because then she plays more poke oriented. She's getting a few more W's out rather than just like, oh, I get hit by her E once and I'm dead from full health. That feels really unfun to play against, I think.
Okay. The R is also like such a strange spell.
Yeah.
It feels so strange to use as well.
Yeah.
Very strange spell. Yeah. Okay. Mell, low A, boys. Keep it in mind. Yeah. Now, we had a lot of viewer questions in which that we're going to be discussing some of these. And afterwards, we're going to take a look at the S plus tier because only 3 champs in the top tiers. We're going to need to make a few small changes. Yeah. But before we do that, let's start with AP Kog'Maw. Now, I've seen quite a bit of AP Kog'Maw, and I think the champion's unskilled. I truly think so, right? I actually think he's unskilled. He builds Dusk and Dawn, which he can go defensive itemization in the early game. He can go Ruby Crystal, which can get him through lane. He can use his E to clear waves in a very stupid manner. With E plus R distance, with the new home guards, he can just come back to lane. He feels very hard to kill. And the moment he reaches like a few points in his W and he reaches the Dusk and Dawn, he just taps you from a million yards away. Yeah. With the W, you lose 40% of your HP with one out attack.
Yeah.
That's not my champ doesn't do that. How have you experienced this, champ?
So I've only seen a bot. I've not seen it mid. And so to be specific, we're talking about on-hit AP Cog, right? We're not talking about Malignants and Ludens. You don't buy those?
No, they go Dusk and Dawn and into full AP.
Okay. So, but no, you don't buy a mana item?
No, I don't think they need it.
Okay.
I think they just...
Because I'm thinking because I talk about mid, so you play at mid, what do we do? How do we clear it? Like, how do you not run out of mana? You just reset?
Yeah, they just reset.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it all mid. I've seen a bot, and it looks really fucking disgusting, a bot. So I'm assuming it's probably pretty similar in mid.
It's just annoying. You have 5 levels, okay?
Yeah.
You have 5 levels to do him dirty.
Before he has 20 points in his E.
Exactly. Right? And you need to be really careful about how you do him dirty, because one misstep and he ghosts past the wave and he all-ins you. So there's a skill factor in experience playing versus him as well. If you don't have experience versus Kog'Maw, you will get solo killed and you'll instantly lose the game.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting champion.
Try him, man. Like I don't know. Yeah. It sounds kind of fun, not gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, he's probably the best artillery mage out of all these. He doesn't even play like an artillery mage, but then he has the wave clear of one, right?
Yeah, and he can really leverage Ghost. Like, this champion leverages Ghost.
B? I like B for him.
I think you have a low A maybe.
Really? Wow.
We got a lot of champs in A. I want to swap some stuff up.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, some of these champs he might struggle into.
Echo, I don't think it's playable.
He definitely is high B.
Yeah.
He beats these guys, mainly.
I can see him beating a lot of these champs. Yeah, like play against Annie, you're chilling. Vlad, you're chilling. Other artillery mages, you're completely fine. Corky, you're fine.
Yeah. Annoying champ. Keep your eyes on Kog'Maw mid, boys. Be very careful of him. Can do some damage. Okay. Tristana. We had a question. Why is Tristana A tier? And I was wondering, that's a very good question. Why is she A tier? Because I've not seen a single game of Tristana.
I think we rated her a little too high. I'm going to just be blunt. Yeah. I think we rated her a little too high. I think the problem is that she just she has a good lane, but lane is a little weird for ADC mids right now because of how easily mages can reset. And then you just don't do damage after your first item. Like, you need 3 items on her to start dealing damage. It's like really weird. You have this weird lull where like after you complete your first item, before you get your third item, before you get IE and LDR or like Navori IE, you just don't do anything. You just don't do jack shit. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we definitely rated her a little too high.
Yeah,
it's like
Usually it's like paired up with the broader Corki.
With Corki, yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, it's just weird because there's just not many good AD mids right now.
No.
Like, there's none actually. Yasuo is the best, and Akshan, but they're both very hard. There's
Very
none
hard.
like easy to play. You just pick it up and you can play it. There's like 0.
Correct. Okay. Let's do Kata. Okay, there was a. What about Kata? There's always the Kata OTPs that want to hear about Kata. Every patch we talk about Kata, guys.
We do talk about her a lot.
Let's talk a little bit more about Kata. Okay, I don't like Kata. I think Kata is fake skill nowadays as well. Why do I think Kata is fake skill? Well, because of this being one of her best builds. This AD stuff.
AD one. Yeah.
I don't like that one. I think it's pretty annoying to verse. She has immense flexibility in the runes. She has immense flexibility in starting items. And she can basically minimize a lot of matchups. Also with the extra move speed from the home guard. She loves that stuff. She can itemize in such a way that she can always win side. At least not always. There's some champs that, of course, hard counter like Yasuo. Akali is annoying for her. But she has options, okay? And a very good Kata player will be able to minimize the ability that you have to have counterplay versus her.
Yes.
And they just do that in such a way that just right click on you and they stat check you. It's just annoying to verse. There is some matchups where she really struggles into, but she always has the option to always just flip around on bot and get back into the game through that way. She has just a lot of options. And that's why Katarina is pretty annoying. And I rate her A tier at the moment.
S tier, you mean?
A. Oh, yeah, S. I'm blind. I'm fucking blind. Yeah,
I was like, A, we're going to throw another champ in A? That's just filled up already.
S tier champ.
Yeah.
This is an S tier champ. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't even think I need to add anything. I think that was perfect.
Yep. Okay, great. So we want to swap up some tiers right here to make the S tier and the A tier a little bit more balanced out. This is a bit skewed to heavy towards top side. So this is really where our predictive challenger knowledge comes in what's going to be dominating the meta right now in high elo.
Okay.
Well, I want to start with the first few champs that we talked about last time.
Yeah.
Ahri, we're spot on. This champ's crazy. This champ's so crazy. You can blind pick it. There's almost no bad matchups. Of course, there's some harder ones, but she can get through any single one of them. This champ is the best champion on the patch still.
Yes,
I'm going to remove her out of Insane and just put her in S+, but she is still insane, guys. I just want to clean it up. Okay, Akali, probably the best melee champ at the moment. Insane flexibility.
100%.
I've been making a guide on her right now. She's really good. Very flexible in her build and her summoner spell especially. Great side laning, good skirmishing, amazing. Gunblade did her a good favor. And funnily enough, you were convinced about Aurora in the previous patch. I wasn't. So I played some Aurora games.
How do you feel?
I versed some Auroras, and I do think she's good. She has also immense flexibility, and I personally think that the Protobell build is actually quite good on her.
It's very nice. Yeah, I tried it again. It felt really nice.
The health that you get is really annoying to verse if you're against Aurora, where you lose lane, where she's a good strong laner, and then she builds health, so you kind of can't break through her. She just all-ins you, kills you.
Yeah.
Strong champion.
I think what makes her so good is you don't need to buy mana item, because mana items are really shit items. So I think Aurora becomes so strong because of the flexibility, like you said. You can go Leandry's Rush if you want. You can go Protobell. I like personally Storm Surge with Ignite. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Shadow Flame if you want. Like, you have so many options in terms of what you want to do with your build. So I think that flexibility, especially to high elo, every lane is playable. I think there's not a single matchup where I'm like, fuck, I hate that I'm Aurora. Like, even Ryze, which is considered the worst, is hard. Yeah. Still playable, right?
Yeah. I think Viktor is also pretty hard. You need to play really well.
Correct.
But also playable. If you play well, it's absolutely playable.
Exactly.
Yep. So Aurora is good, guys. And I think a key thing that I see, because I've done a few Aurora sessions over the past few weeks, a big problem with this champ is just your ability to land skill shots, man.
Yes.
Oh, it's hard to land skill shots on this champion sometimes.
Yep. That's what I've noticed as well in coaching sessions.
Yeah.
Because I think what happens is that people sometimes struggle to realize how much of a sniper of a champion she is, right? You get one shot, that's it, in a fight. And so, the way her kit's designed is you use your W and R to land your Q and E. And so sometimes people use their W when they don't have E up, or they drop their R but their Q isn't up, and then they don't get their full combo off. and then your champion is useless in a fight. You miss your one combo, or you use your combo on a support.
Yeah.
Say goodbye. You're fucked.
Long cooldowns. Really long cooldowns.
Correct.
And the R is for the average player to use the R.
It's very awkward for the average player.
Yeah. So awkward. So
yeah.
She's good, guys, but there's a learning curve of at
is
least
hard.
100 games.
Yeah.
Minimal.
Agreed.
Minimal. Okay, let's really think, because I want to have like standout champions that are now going to be better than the rest. And
I think Ryze is standout for me.
Ryze is still good, huh?
I think he's really standout. Yeah, especially from my personal experience. Like the #1 champion people play against me in solo queue is Ryze. Like the second I drop into a 1500 LP lobby, Ryze is like instantly picked, and he just feels so impossible to play against. If you're not like if you lose side against him, or you don't have a good lane, playing a champ that has a good lane against him, he just feels so oppressive.
The moment you lose lane versus Ryze, you can just wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, the whole map is on fire.
The whole map is on fire.
Yeah,
it's horrible. Okay. And I think we could put one more in S plus if we feel like it. I want to have 5 max in S plus.
Yeah.
Do we think Viktor or Akshan is worth an S plus right now?
I can see Akshan. I think Akshan stands out to me personally. This champ, every time I play against this champ, I'm like, this is so bullshit. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm biased. You know, I'm really biased because I'm a Viktor lover. I'm a big Viktor lover. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've been kind of popping on this champion.
We talked about Viktor last time. What pros are playing Viktor, my guy?
Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm running a 74% win rate, man.
That's pretty impressive, honestly. I'm surprised. I cannot win with this fucking champ. I don't know how you win with this guy.
I'm winning every game with this champ. I'm just winning lane every game.
How you win with this champ? That's my Aurora win rate right now, so that's why I'm biased towards Aurora.
This is your Aurora, yeah. Fascinating how that works,
I think so. Yeah.
I guess champion mastery and a click with a champion is just so important.
Let's see. Yeah, my Aurora 72 as well, yeah.
You're 72 Aurora?
Yeah.
AJ, OBGG. This is it, right?
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I would be certain that if I would be playing Aurora right now, I would go 40% on her.
Yeah, and my Viktor is like sitting there 40%, 6S, like a fucking worthless man.
Yeah, that's the power of champ mastery, guys. If you have a good click with the champ, and maybe I'm just playing Aurora wrong because I have not tried the Storm Surge build on this champion.
Yeah, maybe I'm playing Viktor wrong because I don't go Ghost. I go TP and like fucking Lichbane or something.
Yeah, I go BFT or Roa Cosmic every game.
I have never done that build once in my life.
I'm literally playing Ryze style of tankiness, and I'm just fucking forcing it through
I can see that actually. Yeah. Right.
Really interesting. Really interesting. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm biased towards Viktor, so I don't think I should rate him. Like we said, let's see if any pros have started picking him up.
Yeah, if we see some pros playing Viktor, then I can see it.
POB? Nah, not the big boys.
No big boys here.
No big boys.
It's
QMon. It's QMon, baby.
That's so funny.
Yeah, rough. Yeah, I don't think we can put Viktor as plus, unfortunately.
I feel like Akshan is like just the safe bet, dude. Like, dude, Phantasm has proven that like the champ is just beyond broken on the right hands.
Good Akshan players are so hard to verse, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Okay, pretty happy with
I like this a lot.
With the top tier here. Let's revisit Kassadin because Kassadin got changes.
We got nerfs.
Where is he at
right? Yeah, we wanted to see where he's at. They hit him hard.
Ooh, what happened? Ooh.
I told you these were going to be big nerfs. I told you.
Holy shit, what happened, dude? Oh. Maybe we completely misjudged Kassadin.
Because it was E-Slow, and there was something else as well. I forget what it was. E-Slow and... fuck, what else was it? Was it really just E-Slow?
One more thing. Health growth.
Oh, right, the health growth.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it's a health growth.
Yeah. Because this health growth
on a champ that needs to get in to deal damage is really, really, really bad.
This is 5. Yeah, I guess that's the case. Wow, I did not expect that to be that insane, by the way.
Well, because the slow nerf you might miss an R window with that slow nerf, right? Potentially.
Yeah, or prevent the ability to get kite away or something like that. It seems heavy. It seems unprecedented to put him in S tier, man.
Yeah.
With these stats.
I agree.
Let's change a little bit. Master Plus. He's got hit.
Yep.
Okay, let's lower him. I think A tier is too large. I think we gotta move some stuff down.
Yep, for sure.
What do we think? So
Do we
he's
need
good.
do we need to bump Zoe up?
Maybe. Oh, that's a fucking good point. All the champs around her literally got
Getting
nerfed.
introduced. Yeah, exactly. So I think she's gonna be picked a lot more now, especially in pro play. There's already like murmurings of Zoe being picked here and there in pro play right now.
I can totally see that. I think we need to bump her up.
Yeah.
So he needs up. Especially with Syndra nerfs, Ryze nerfs, Oriana nerfs.
I'm looking at this list. Who do you even play against Zoe 1v1? And besides Ryze, like Ryze is good, obviously. Who else? There's no one here. Good. Viktor, okay.
Yeah, because he could go Roa and Zoe
and Galio, I guess.
I've not seen that matchup.
But maybe the lane is just too hard.
I've not seen that matchup. Yeah. They actually hit a lot of champs around Zoe.
I think Zoe's gonna be great. Yeah.
I think Ahri can now play as well with Roa. I think he can go Roa into Zoe.
Roa Ahri, yeah, right.
Yeah, and Zoe hates that shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Zoe's good. Good call. Talon mid. How's that champ doing? That champ is bugging me.
Yeah, he seems off in A, huh?
I guess he's good.
I mean, to be fair, he's like similar to Diana, I feel like, in terms of power, not in terms of the way they play, but just raw power. I think they feel pretty similar.
I don't like him in A. But he's a bit like Kata. He can play the game. If you're really good Talon, you can do it.
Yeah.
This one bugs me. This one bugs me.
Bugs me as well. B tier doesn't seem right for him either, though.
Nah.
Like,
how about he's just not a mid laner? Get him the fuck out.
There's gonna be riots there. Have you removed all the
Any Talon players in chat? Let me know. Okay, in the comments.
They're all gonna come on the woodworks now. All of a sudden.
Let me know. I want to see likes on the Talon comment. Okay, see if we gotta include him or not. Because this champ, we currently, I don't think
I've never seen him.
I never see him. I don't know how strong he is.
Just leave him off the list right now. Like I would say, just to be clear, if you are a Talon player, he's similar in power to Cat. I think.
Okay. Mell. Is Mell here or should we put her higher? I think she's higher, dude. I think she's ridiculous. You're gonna see people get one shot. Like I promise you that. Let's put Mell here. Anivia's still fine. Acel's still playable. Aurelia's
maybe
playable.
Acel's B tier. Honestly, I haven't seen much Acel. He kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Too many bad matchups. What is this win rate? Oh, his win rate is insane though. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, right? Because I think it's just OTPs playing. Yeah, because the problem is this happened to me yesterday where I played in like a GM game. Yeah. I was playing Yone. I killed Acel 8 times, and my team, like as a team, we could not end the game. Like everyone in the game was not individually skilled enough to know how to end. And then he got to his stacks and he won the game anyway. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think Acel's fine. Okay. I think he's A tier. I think the A tier is pretty sound. I like A tier. Yeah. I think in general, like philosophy wise, I think A, B tier, and C tier should be the tiers with the most amount of champs because these are the most average champions on the list. So I think it makes sense for us to for that to be the most dense area. Yeah, all of these champs are all playable. If you get the right conditions, I think they're all playable. Correct. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful higher elo tier list, guys. I think that looks good. You want to be looking at the likes of the S plus and S tier. Okay, champs that I absolutely recommend putting your time into if you're ML plus is Ahri. I really recommend looking into Akali if you like the assassin style. Aurora if you're up for a bit more of a challenge. But you like Ahri, but you want more of a challenge, I think. With more laning power. More laning power, Yep. I think Viktor if you want to play a mage. Viktor is your best champ right now. Yes. Heavily recommend Viktor. Yep. Little bit of self shout out here. On my second channel, Mysteriaslol, I just uploaded a Viktor Unranked Challenger. Check it out. He's one of my best champs at the moment. You can't miss out on that one. Beautiful. I think these are the main champs to look out for. Ahri, Akali, Aurora, Viktor. Yep. Beautiful. Now, a lot of people were wondering about a lower elo tier list. So we made a lower elo tier list off screen here. And we just want to talk about a few of these champions and why they're so good in the place they are. Yep. And this is mainly, we're going to just start with why should you not play these champs? It's either one of 3 things. They're too fucking hard mechanically. They have incoherent reference points, so they can make any play that they want to. And therefore, it's unsure if you're making the right play or not. You ever take you're playing Viktor, you're going to be fucking first at the neutral objective, control the choke point. But if you're playing Zed, maybe you want to kill side. Like 60 things. Yeah, you can do 60 catch him rotation,
super hard to play these type of champs. Mechanical execution, or they're just shit at teaching the fundamentals. Yes. Vladimir, any really bad champions to teach the fundamentals.
Correct.
Anything you want to add to this category here?
No, you're spot on. I think the one that really jumps out to me, for me personally, is how hard are these champs to fucking coach when they're lower elo. Like coaching a Platinum Zed is like so hard to do. It's so hard to do that. It feels so difficult because there's so many things going on. It's like, where do you direct your attention towards?
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
And even if you fix one thing, it's not going to make them climb.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to focus on one thing because you can't do everything at once. But even if you fix that one thing, they won't climb.
And then you get a mental boom. Like a lot of what I noticed, a lot of people mental boom is like, oh, I fixed this, but like I'm not getting better. And then they like do revert back to previous bad habits, or then wait to focus on something else, and then that doesn't give them improvement, and it's just miserable. Like
horrible.
The amount of Yone players I've seen who can get to Plat, but then they can't get to Emerald and they quit, it breaks my heart. It happens like 50 times at least now at this point. I'm being serious. Like 50 different students who in Plat, they have success, and they hit Emerald, and they get stuck, and then they quit. It's brutal, man. It's brutal.
And to compare it, right, I did a few Ahri reviews last week. And a lot of Ahri players actually struggle with ability usage in lane because it's sometimes a bit non-intuitive. Yes. So I gave them a very simple learning objective. Just focus on your spell usage. That's it. For your first 5 levels, look at where your spells are going. Are they going on the minions or onto the enemies? They all send me screenshots. Wow, I can't lose a single game in this champion.
Yeah, exactly. Spot on,
One thing. It's unbelievable.
That's happened to me too. Even with like, if we just take Asol for example, I had one guy I literally said as Asol, you need to focus on your stacks. You need to not move the plays early game. You need to accept that like if your laner roams, you play for the wave and you go for a reset. Just that change, he went from like losing his mind to gold to like won like 12 games in a row Asol or something. So
unbelievable.
These chances of clear reference points to very, very, very important.
Exactly, and this is a nice segue into Malzahar, because the reason why Malzahar is the best champ in lower elo is because he's really good at winning games. He has the clearest reference points out of any champion in the game. He pushes waves so fast that the enemies don't know what to do against it. And whenever you play Malzahar, you play the Malzahar minigame. And no one in low elo understands what the Malzahar minigame is, and that's why they're losing.
I actually want to segue that even further. That's why Mell was so high. Because what I actually noticed, watching a lot of lower elo, like even just my friends or stuff like that, is champions that are not that strong but are hard to play against, require a knowledge check, are actually very, very, very strong champions. So I've noticed like Mell is really fucking annoying for people to play against. Neferi is really fucking annoying. Lux, because people are like, I don't know what to do against Lux. Ours is the wave, right? But there's a lot of counterplay against Lux. But if you don't feel it, you don't know it, you don't have the knowledge check, it's like, what the fuck do I do? So these champs become very good champions to play yourself.
I did a Neferi review this week.
Yeah.
And there's just like a mage running or like a Sona running over the map. And Neferi just ults. And there's no counterplay.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And they just die because those dogs kill them. It's just amazing, man.
Yeah.
These minigame champs, they're so good, actually.
Yeah. The amount of times I see, the amount of times I'm literally watching someone like, don't use your RA charm on Mell. Then the Mell walks up and they're like, oh, this guy's inting. He walks up like an idiot. And then they get reflected and you get one shot. And I'm like, well, I told you this was what was going to happen.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. That shit makes my day, seeing that shit. Okay, so the reality is, right, the power of these champions on top is they're really effective at winning games in lower ranks. Most of them are very good at teaching the fundamentals, but not all of them. If you take it, for example, Veigar and Ahri, these are champs in the S+ tier that I would recommend to anyone below Emerald. Anyone. Yes. But Malzahar is a champ that I actually don't recommend to anyone below Emerald because he's too easy. If you're silver, this is the max ranks I want to see you play Malzahar. If you're getting to gold, don't ever touch this champ again. If you're silver, I don't even recommend it. But this champ is your training wheels champ. He's your buddy to get you out of iron, out of bronze, into silver. And that's when you got to play the big boy champs. You got to put on your big boy pants and learn the fundamentals of the game.
Yep, love it.
Yep. Generally speaking, like final thing I want to note, Assassins in lower ranks, what do these champs have in common? They are They got a bit of safety. So if they go in, they can go out. They got a bit of self-peel. And the way they kill people is very simplistic in a way.
Yeah. This is something I say a lot for melee champs. I think I covered this 10, 20 times in these earlier tier lists. Melee champs that teach you how to take damage and get in range are very, very good. Galio, you have to get point blank to deal your damage. Echo, you have to get point blank to deal your damage. Neferi, you have to be on top of them to deal your damage. So being comfortable with taking damage and dealing damage, very good skill to develop and learn. So yeah, that's why these specific assassins are an S as well.
Absolutely. And as a final note, the champs in C tier are only playable. Okay, playable in high gold plat.
Yes.
And if you put an insane amount of effort, like hundreds
pure
of
OTP,
pure
and you're
OTP.
not quitting it. Yeah.
Yes. And Wei is just dog shit. Okay, Wei is fine. He would be up here in A, but he's just fucking dog shit right now. So
yeah, just
eat shit, Wei players.
Yeah, or just hey, I love Wei. Yo, I played one game of Wei. It's been a year. Like, when was the last time his Wei got nerfed? Since then, I played one game of him, and holy fuck, the QE nerf felt so bad. I was like, I am never playing this champ ever again in my entire life. Why the fuck would I ever play this guy?
It's so bad.
Yeah, that felt fucking awful.
Even I, as a non-Wei player, feel bad for the Wei players.
Yeah, awful, man.
It's terrible. Great. Anything you want to add to any one of these tier lists here?
Nope. Just the only thing I want to say is my dark horse for this patch is Mell. Keep a lookout. If you how mad you guys are at Mell, type in the comments. I want to see how angry you guys are playing as Mell, or how happy you are being the Mell player. Actually, either or.
Let us know how the Mell changes feel, and if you guys have any other questions or champs that you want us to discuss in the next tier list, chuck it in the comments. Upvote the champs that you want to see, and we'll pick out a few comments to check out those champs in the next patch tier list. Thank you for watching. See you guys in 2 weeks again. Peace out.